Hi, it's Matt here from thatleisureshop.com. Today we are going to look at the wonderful range of lighting from NEBO. Yes, that is how you say it. We know, we Googled it. They do a range of headlamps, torches and table lights as well. But who are NEBO? Well, they're an American company. They originate from Texas. They're part of the Alliance Sports Group, and they were founded by two brothers over 40 years ago. Both brothers still actively involved in the business today. They've got over 40,000 retail outlets worldwide, and we are delighted to add them and welcome them here to thatleisureshop.com. So let's take a look at the range. So first up is one of my personal favorites in the range. This is the Galileo Air 1000. Galileo, there it is. Now I must warn you, there's some strobe photography in this little video coming up. Now, one of the best features is you can grab hold of the top, pop it up, you can see it's a table lamp. Very good. Press on and it comes on. It's incredibly bright. It's 1,000 lumens. I can press it again and it will go dim to 500 lumens, down to 100 lumens, and to red, which is quite handy, and I can go off. From off, I can double press and it will go straight to a flashing white. I did warn you, let's turn that off because that is horrible. I can go flashing red, so if I want it as an emergency beacon, I can do that. There it is, off. Now it's worth noting when you're in the white mode, double press, it will start flashing white straight away. If I go down through to red, and when I double press on red, it will start flashing on red. Just so you know, handy to know. It's USB rechargeable, comes with a USB charger lead. There is also, on the back, it's green when it's charged, red when it's charging. There is a power outlet, so you can recharge anything that will run on USB as well. And one of the great things about it, it's really light, 285 grams. Look at that, squashes flat. So it's really dead easy to store. And when it's flat, it's only 57 millimeters high, so 5.5 centimeters tall, just over. Absolutely brilliant. The Galileo Air 1000. Next up is the NEBO Galileo 500, and yes, you've guessed it, it's called a 500 because it is 500 lumens. It's a desk lantern with a handy carabiner style hook, so you can clip it on, it won't fall off. The first thing to note, when you buy any NEBO product, there's often a little protective film hiding on the battery which will stop it working, and like me, you'll get caught up and say, well, this is brilliant, it doesn't work. So take that out, and you can keep it and obviously put it back in, stop it coming on in accident. Turn it on, here we go. Right, so this lantern is really clever. It has a 120 degree light mode. That is really bright, even 500 lumens hertz. Press it again, 360 degrees, so all round lighting, so all round the table. Really handy. Press it again, it goes red. Press it again, off. Now I'm going to bring it back on, full mode. Now this time if I press and hold it, I can dim it and I can stop wherever I want to. So rather than being a fixed dimmable settings, you can actually choose where you want it to go. So if I want to dim it just a little bit, I can do so. I don't know if you can see this on camera, or I can dim it rather a lot. And as with all NEBO table lamps, it's USB rechargeable. The battery on this one is actually very, very easy to remove. So if you've had it for years and years and you want to replace the battery, you could. And there is also the ability on the back of it with a USB, let me pop that back on there. Base just screws on really easily. In the back, there's a USB outlet. So again, as with all NEBO products that have this facility, you can recharge your phone or an iPad. The NEBO Galileo 500, brilliant. Next up is the NEBO Einstein 400, a fantastic little headlamp. It's got several modes, a white light and a red light, a spotlight and a floodlight. I did have one out, but aha, it's so comfortable, I didn't even notice I was wearing it. It's worth saying that all NEBO products are IPX4 water resistant, which we've Googled and discovered it means water splashing from any direction. So if you're wearing your light as you're splashing around in the bath, you're going to be quite safe. I guess it really means like using it in the rain. But anyway, the NEBO Einstein 400, it's actually really tiny, very, very durable, as are all NEBO products. You've got a floodlight, 400 lumens, a red light as well, and then a spotlight which has multiple luminescence levels. So I can actually tell you here from our little notes that we've been Googling, you can see the turbo light from 133 meters away. That's pretty cool. And it will throw light quite a long distance in front of you, 133 meters in fact. It will go at 400 lumens down to 250 lumens. On low mode, it's just 50 lumens. It will last for up to 1.75 hours in low mode. is USB rechargeable. Comes with a rechargeable cable, a very comfy strap, and as you can see, very comfortable, and looks rather fetching. Next up, let's take a look at the NEBO 150 headlamp. Yes, 150 lumens. This one isn't rechargeable. It takes 3 AAA batteries, but really smart little unit, very comfy to wear. This one you can actually demo it in the packet. 3 light modes, so spotlight, 150 lumens, really quite bright, will run for a rather impressive 12 hours in the full mode, half mode, and then there is a flash mode as well. I'll just cover it just in case anyone's watching who doesn't like flashing. Really comfy adjustable strap, 3 AAA batteries, very durable, hard wearing, fantastic little accessory. Next up from the NEBO range is the Big Larry and the Little Larry. Now everyone needs a Larry in their life. Let's take a look at them. So Little Larry, funky name, is a very simple work light. 200 lumens, 95 lumens, a flashing red and off. Big Larry is a rather impressive 500 lumen work light. God, that was a torch and a torch. It's really bright. The torch is 200 lumens, 500 lumens, or it has a solid red mode as well. A flashing red mode too. They run on 3 AAA batteries, which are included in all NEBO products. They include the batteries, which I think is brilliant. Very durable, made of aluminium grade, airline grade aluminium, I should say, and IPX4 water resistant. Let's take a look at the NEBO Newton 500. Yes, it does sound like a food processor from 1988, but it's not. No, here it is in the packet, and here's one we prepared earlier. Now, the first thing to know, as with any NEBO product, the batteries are protected from being used. So unscrew it, and this little disc will pop out. There it is. This takes 3 AAA batteries, which are included. Thank you, NEBO. We appreciate that. There's a waterproof seal on the, as you put the cover back on, because this one is IP67, which means it's very water resistant. So turning it on, we've got a dim mode, which is just 20 lumens. I've got a note here. 30 lumens. We've got a flash mode and fully bright. Just press it loosely and it will come on to the mode you want it to go on to. So fully bright, 500 lumens. It will last for 2 hours on 3 AAA batteries, and then it will run on 300 lumens for 5 hours and 20 hours on the most dim mode. It will run for 2 hours flashing strobe at 500 lumens as well. Press it, click, and it will turn it off. It comes with a detachable and adjustable lanyard. It also has a zoom facility. Watch this. So yes, look at that. Yeah. Cool. Next up is the NEBO Slide King 2K. What can I tell you about it? Aircraft grade aluminium, impact resistance, unlike the table. Sorry guys, it's got a dent in it. Right, oh my goodness, that's really bright. It's 2000 lumens. This is an exceptionally bright torch. It's rechargeable, batteries included. Thank you, NEBO. It's a rechargeable battery. One thing, as with all NEBO products, it won't work when you get it until you unscrew it and drop the little plastic battery retainer out. It's a little disc inside, let it fall out, away we go. So there we go, press the button, goes from very bright to red, red flashing, very handy. It turns off, and now we can use it as a torch. So it has a zoom facility. There we are, 2000 lumen torch and just a 500 lumen work light, but it is incredibly bright. The flashlight, good American term, the torch, will run for 2 hours, and the work light will run for 4 hours in full brightness mode, which is dead handy. USB rechargeable, comes with a USB charger lead, also comes with a lanyard, and the base, rather cleverly, is magnetic. Genius. The NEBO Slide King 2K, quite a torch. Next up is the NEBO Franklin Slide. So like the Slide King, this one opens and closes. I can demonstrate it in the packet. So we've got a 500 lumen work light, 500 red light. We've got a 500 lumen flashing red light. We've got also a 500 lumen torch with a zoom function as well, just like we had on the Slide King. So this is a slightly cheaper version, a slightly bigger version as well. It weighs in slightly heavier at 230 grams than the Slide 2. So like the Slide King 2, it has a magnetic base. Both are aircraft grade aluminium. The Slide King has a rubber grip anti-slip, so you're less likely to drop it. This one comes in slightly cheaper. They are both a fantastic torch. The big winner here for me is this is a 2000 lumen torch, but if you don't need the brightness and you need the time illuminated, then perhaps the Franklin is for you. Both super torches. Next up in the NEBO range is the Poppy Ranger lanterns, the Big Poppy and the Poppy 300. These are fantastic. They are not only a torch, 120 lumens, there we go. They are also a lantern, look at this. There we go, fantastic. You can hang it as well from the top, so just undo the strap. So you can carry it like a miner's lantern or miner's light, or you can just hook that over there and you can hang it. I'll pop that in there from inside the tent. The little Poppy is pretty much the same, has a light as well, lantern, or it's a lovely lantern like so. And you'll see there's a difference between the lights. This one's diffused, but the other big feature, this one's rechargeable. This one has 3 AAA batteries, which are included, thank you NEBO. This rechargeable one has one very, very special feature. If you're at the evening and you want a little flame effect, look at that. I don't know if you can see that on camera, a lovely flame effect. Let's dim the lights and have a look. Isn't that cool? You can have your very own flame effect lantern. The NEBO Poppy Ranger lanterns, they are absolutely stunning. I've never seen anything quite like them. Well done NEBO, both are winners. So as a retailer, why do we love NEBO? Well, the aircraft grade aluminium is certainly very, very impressive. The range of products that they offer is also very impressive. And the point of sale that they're able to supply us with is really impressive for us. There's a fantastic display of all of the range. You can try them in the packaging, and they are just super torches. Batteries are included where they're not rechargeable, and the desk lights, table lights all have USB outlets as well. They are a very, very cool, innovative set of lights, American build quality, and just frankly super value. Go and check them out.